Hello and welcome everyone back to the channel. Today is the 11th of November 2021 and it's just gone 17 minutes past 10. I think yesterday's upload, I didn't do it. I had other things to do, so I wasn't able to make an upload. So just for everyone that's watching this episode for the first time, I'll just explain briefly what it is that I'm doing here. Basically I trade Forex and I am trying to see if it's possible to grow a £300 account to a substantial amount of money. Now I'm going to try to upload a video every single day. If not, I will upload most of the days during the week. Any trades I get into, I will show which trades that I'm in, which trades I've taken, and in the process I'm going to try to grow my account. I'm not teaching anyone to trade or how to trade or anything like that. It's just documenting my journey, and maybe it'll be beneficial for you guys and myself. Okay, now I'm just going to get straight to the trades. This current trade, Euro Chef, I got into this trade on the 8th and I'm still in this trade. As you can see, after I got into the trade, the trade did go against me but did not hit my stop loss, and then finally now it's just looking like it's going in the right direction. I'm currently minus 19 pence, minus 2.3 pips. Reason being is because of the spread widening. So usually at the daily close of the candle, the spread widens. I'm not sure why they do that, but it happens every time 10 o'clock UK time, because I'm based in the UK, so I'm monitoring the UK time. I don't know if this is the case whether you're in US or anywhere else in the world, but because I'm in the UK and it's happening here, I can document this. So because of the spread at the moment, I am minus. But if we look at today's price action, we could see price did try to go higher than the previous day, but did end up closing much lower than this bullish candle, but higher than this bearish candle. So I'm hoping price does carry on going down and I'm able to move my stop loss to break even. Now there was another trade that I was in along with this trade, the AUD NZD. Now this is what happened with the AUD NZD. I got in, I think it was around about here. I'm just going to check. Okay, so where is this trade? It's here right there, 14 pence, because I moved my stop loss to break even, because I had this feeling that price is gonna come back up after this candle. The issue of this candle is what triggered my doubts that prices might not go further down. So I moved it to break even, and just a bit below break even, and it come back, hit the stop loss, and I'm out of the trade with 14 pence. Okay, so that was that trade. Now just scanning through the other currencies. I don't see a setup here, Euro USD, and there is a setup here, right there, that I could have got into yesterday and take it for a sell, but after seeing this support zone just right here, I decided not to take this trade at that time. I wanted to see what price does here. I could have taken the trade much higher up. That's actually where I should have taken the trade, so I failed to do that, and I'm gonna move on to the next pair and let this pair do its thing. I don't want to end up getting in to this trade after the trade's already moved 127 pips, so this could be the end of the move. As you can see, slight rejection of prices starting to appear here in succession, and these two candles were very small candles. They weren't your average bearish, momentum, big momentum candles. So I'm just going to sit it out and see what happens at this zone. AUD, JPY, there was a setup a day or two ago right here, and there is a possible setup that I can take right here now, but right here. So I am quite hesitant to take this trade when price on the weekly is looking like this is just a pullback. Okay, so let's see. See, if I got in a day ago, I would have been 65 pips in profit, which would have been a better option, because my 1-to-1 would have been about 72 pips. So this would have been a good trade if I took it yesterday. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next pair. Now here, the chef JPY. Okay. So yeah, the chef JPY. You can see this level here. Okay. And then you see these 4 candles coming into this zone and then rejecting. You look at the size of the candles, they're nothing like this one. If there was a candle like this here on this break, then I would consider actually selling. So I'm going to wait on this one and see what happens. Moving on to the next pair. Okay, nothing there. USD. also don't see anything here. Euro JPY, Euro JPY. Okay, Euro JPY, the move started much higher up, right about here. So in this pullback, with the way I trade, I don't see a setup here. So I'm gonna move on to the next pair. I know this is a pullback candle right there, as you can see, but just entering on a pullback candle like this alone is, for me, it's not enough. Okay, so the move for the AUD USD happened up here, as you can see. So I didn't take this one as well, and if anyone who would have taken this trade now would have been in 105 pip profit. So we're going to move on to the next pair. Okay, nothing there. CAD JPY. Now this is quite interesting. This is a pair that I'm going to actually enter for a sell. So you will be able to see this as I take this for a sell right here. So 96.85, 96.85, 685, and we're just going to put a stop loss of 93, 190. So we will be able to adjust it as soon as the trade is on. And I'm just going to put 88, yeah, 88, and I'm just going to place the sell so it's in. And now I can adjust my stop loss. So I want to take this down to at least 69. So that's 69. I'm just going to add the 10 pip spread, which is going to take it to 69.79, isn't it? There you go. Wait a minute. If it's 70, yeah, 70. Add, I think it's going to be 80, isn't it? So wait a minute, where is it? There we go. Okay, so 70, we added 10, so that was that. Hopefully it does go back up and trigger me into this trade. So what I'm going to do here is you've got 120, 140, so we'll take it to 140. There you go. So I'm gonna leave it there, and hopefully this works in our favor. I'm just gonna go to the weekly and take a look at this. Yes, so okay, capitalizing on this move down. So let's hope that this goes in my favor. All of the checkboxes are ticked for me on the daily, so we will see how this works out. We can see people like this candle here. This is what I think about this candle. Can you see this candle right there? Now, people who would have got into this trade earlier on, round about here, might, when it's moved quite significant amount, a lot of people would have pulled their stop loss down. So this candle here went right to the pip of that stop loss. So anyone who would have moved their stop loss down too soon would have been stopped out right there. So you know, you wouldn't have made anything, probably just a couple of pennies. That's why on the daily I don't think it's that beneficial actually even touching the stop, because then you'll just be trading your P&L. So just leaving it where it is allows you to gain that profit, because you can see the example on the euro. You see the euro, I got out of the euro early, thinking by watching this kind of movement, I pushed my stop loss down thinking, you know, that I can prevent myself from losing and I'll get out with a small amount of profit, like I explained in the previous videos. Now the problem with that is a lot of the time you'll be stopped out. So you after you've been stopped out, the market then moves in the direction that you originally placed your trade, and we can see this classic example on this trade here. So what has this done for me? It's reinforced the way I trade. I know now definitely there's no point in actually moving your stop loss. That's why I didn't touch my stop loss here, even though it came right back like 2-3 pips away twice. I did not move my stop loss because I've placed my stop loss there knowing that if price does come here, then I know that I was wrong. Okay, so price is gonna possibly go in the other direction, and if price doesn't go down, then the only direction price is gonna go is either sideways or in the direction that I'm expecting it to go. Yes, I would have liked to got into this trade much more earlier, right at the top here, and then follow it all the way down. But looking at this on the weekly, oh my god. Okay, we can see that there's enough space for it to go down. There's nothing stopping it. And if you look at the pattern, you can see it's just making lower lows until it got to this level here. So I still believe it's going to go down, and if it does change direction, then so what, you've only lost a bit and you can join the trend in the opposite direction. I think it's more to do with your lot sizing, your risk. The more you manage your risk and you don't move your stop loss and stuff like that, and don't use stupid lot sizes, then you're alright. Which one was it? Let's see this. Okay, So yeah, I mean this one here as well. I could take a trade, a sell trade on this one, but the reason I'm not, because on the weekly, it's so close to the MAs. I have a feeling that market might turn. So I'm just gonna wait and see what price does here. So here we can see Euro AUD. Zoom out, we can see from this level countless times it's went up. So what we can do here is we can place a buy right here, okay, and leave it to see whether it gets triggered or not tomorrow, or you could wait for this level to be broken and place a buy here, because if this is the beginning of a move up, then looking at the weekly, you know, you've got a lot of space, a lot of pips there that you can take. See, this is another one here. As you can see, higher highs, okay, higher high. That is the only reason why I'm not taking a sell at the moment, because we're at this level right here, and on the weekly the pullback looks like it may be finished, but you know, when it gets to this zone, this weekly zone here, price can go sideways for a bit and start getting really messy and choppy and stuff like that, and you can get stopped out. This trade would have been better to take, you know, somewhere over here. So this one is a good opportunity, but as you can see, there was no break here, so I'm good letting this one go. Yeah. Okay. So this trade here would be quite good. Trying to take this trade, I could have even got into this trade today, and I still would have been in this trade. So it is moving a lot. Yeah, so this is a possibility as well. And then we've got this on the cat chef. So you can see here the tops are going in this direction. Okay, so the move did start up here on the daily, and then you ended up getting another chance here, and now it looks like we have another chance to sell at this point, but after it's given two chances to get in, getting in right here, I'm not sure. So if I'm not sure, I just pass it. I'll let it pass. Was I on this? Which pair was I on now? May. Was it this pair? Yeah, I think it was this pair, wasn't it? Yeah. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Cat chef. Or was it this? It was this pair, wasn't it? That I was just talking about. 1, 2. Yep, it was this pair. So if I'm not sure, I just move on. So Euro CAD. So Euro CAD, I'm actually waiting for it to break either these two zones. So on the weekly, we can see bias would be towards selling, but you can see it's got to this level right here where anything is possible. If it wants to, it could try to go up again, or it could just break down and test lows down here. So that's why I've marked it out, and I'm waiting to see a possible break in either side. Euro NZD, you can see here this zone, and we can see price going up, down, and then going back up again. You see, so now obviously this is being reflected on your daily. So that was the high, as you can see, and we had a slight break here. So even though we got a slight break, it can be enticing to actually get in for a buy, but that's not enough for me. I like my pattern, my candle setup to happen. So, and I also like my MAs to be on the right side when it's happening. So I need the MAs to be about here, and then I need it to set up. So I'll see if I can give you guys an example. Okay, so right here, so this would be a sell setup for me. So as you can see, if I was going to take a sell setup there, I have my MAs in the right position. Okay, they're on the right side for me to sell. So here I want to buy. If I do buy, the MAs are still underneath. I need them to curve a bit more, so I can see the price action as well curving. Obviously I look at the candles first, and then I look at my MAs because the MAs are lagging. So if this does work out, then you know I will be able to show you guys, okay? Because when it's zones like this, price does tend to spike it a lot, so people getting in too early also have a possibility of getting stopped out as well. So here, look, 115 pips, okay? So 115 pips is within the range of where price is moving at the moment. So I really don't want to do that. Let's go on to the AUD. So you can see here that the AUD is going down, but then we saw this candle right there, and we saw another bullish candle there. Okay, so now this is being reflected obviously on the daily. Now I have marked my zone right there. So if this price does break above, I will be looking to buy off this line. I will be looking to buy the market, not sell it at this point. So we have GBP CAD here. So we see this zone there. Then we see what looks like a beginning of a bullish weekly candle. So the move for this actually started way up there. Okay, it started up here, but I would have been actually looking for a sell around about here and here. Okay, and then we did get a chance to actually take a sell here, but then how would have that ended up? Yeah, that would have ended up in a loss because it did pull back quite a bit. So your existing trade, if you did move it down, stop loss would have been hit. But if you got into the trade around about there, so that wouldn't have been an entry for me. So that was a no entry. This was an entry, but it would have been a definitely a hundred. Yeah, so this definitely would have been a loss. So stop loss would have been hit, and then yeah, so here straight away getting into this trade would have been, where would it have been? It would have been right there. So that would have been straight away a winner right here. So this is a continuation of a trade that you would have got into here. As it goes, there you go, and then it goes down again. This is another pullback and it goes down. So now that it's come all the way down from there to here, it's got to this level there. Now there is a possibility that price could change now and start going sideways, then change direction or carry on lower. This was a strong break. I could potentially get in for a sell right here, but at the end of the move, you know, you have to kind of look at it as the end of the move, because if it's just moving between 2 points, so when it gets to this point you're looking to sell, when it gets to this point you're looking to buy. So if it's at this point, why would I be selling? So this pair is a similar setup. As you can see, this point here has been respected. Every time price has touched that point, it has reversed and moved towards the upside. So I think we don't see any difference here. I think we'll see the same sort of movement here as well. So if the buy opportunity arises here, then you know this is the way it's going to be. It's going to be a buy. moving on to the NZD CAD. So the NZD CAD is the same as well. We're at this zone, and I'm hoping we do see a break, and then maybe price is going to go down. But like I said here, price has gone up. You could go for a buy, but I'm just not feeling it. And you can see I'm glad I didn't get in, because it did come back and hit exactly where the stop loss would have been. So it's not that easy. You shouldn't just rush into trades. Everything just needs to feel right, look right, everything needs to be spot on. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I did get into a trade, which one was it that we just got into? CAD JPY. Where is CAD JPY? There it is. Yeah, so you can see this setup on the daily. Price moved sideways, price broke below my MAs. Okay, price did trigger a sell. If I did enter a sell right there, I would have entered 2 days ago. I would have been in profit right now. How much would have been that profit? So let me see. So if I think this is just about a pip or two difference. If I did get triggered in, I would have been sitting on 104 pips in profit now. But I did get into this trade at the next step, so hopefully it does move down. But I hope that I'm triggered into this trade as well. So let's see what happens. I'll upload possibly tomorrow, and we can see what the results are. And just checking one of my first trades during this week, which was the Euro Chef. We can see gradually I think prices are going to close lower. Okay, this is 50 and this is 50 there. So why have I gone for the 50? Because it was 2 to 1. Okay, and looking at this zone, look at the previous price action, then look at this. So I'm assuming that it will go up to the take profit, but then we may see a price change direction. So I thought, well, I'll just put it at the 1-to-1. I'm still happy with the 1-to-1, and let's see how it works out. If it gets closer to the 1-to-1 and I have a strategic candle where I can move the stop loss up to and then widen my take profit, I will do. And if I can't, then I'm happy with the 1-to-1. Okay guys, I hope everyone has a good night, and I shall see everyone on the next upload.